Welcome back to a brand new episode of Not Aspirational with Hannah Aaron Brown, and I'm your host, you guessed it, Hannah Aaron Brown. Welcome back, everybody. First and foremost, let me just address easily the most important thing going on in the world right now, which is that I feel ugly today. I'm having an uglier day than I've had in a while, and it all started when I decided I was on TikTok before bed last night, which I know isn't healthy, but I was doing it anyways. And I saw a Gabriette TikTok, and for those of you who don't know who Gabriette is, she is in the song, oh my God, 360. Like, there's literally a lyric about Gabriette in 360 by Charlie XCX. So that's when you really know that she's that girl. But I saw someone on TikTok say that she's like the Alexa Chung equivalent for Gen Z. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just that girl. Like, she's an icon. I can't tell you why she's famous. I couldn't tell you what she does, but she has a very iconic look. And she always just looks kind of like very like 90s grunge, like a smoky eye and like a contoured hollow cheek and like no blush or bronzer ever, but she like looks insanely chic. So before bed last night, I was like, you know what? Tomorrow's Monday and like I'm going to do my makeup like Gabriette, like just for fun. Mind you, I get up at 5:15 in the morning because I start work at 7. And so I want to have like a full ass morning before I start work. I like to get ready. I like to do a little workout video. This is a relatively new habit, but it's been really good for my mental. So I was like, I'm going to do my makeup like Gabriette. So I get up this morning. I do my makeup like Gabriette. I'm like halfway through a tone it up, like morning salutation booty tone workout or whatever. It's like 25 minutes long. And I'm suddenly in a foul mood. And I did take it out on my Gabriette makeup. I was like, I look fucking ridiculous. It's like 6 in the morning and I have a gray lined lip and I don't look like Gabriette. You know why? Because I'm not Gabriette. So the makeup didn't quite Gabriette on me the way it Gabriette's on Gabriette. But then that aside, I'm doing this workout, this little hula booty, tone it up, whatever workout from fucking like 2015. And say what you want about the tone it up girlies, but I do like some of those workouts. And by the way, I was thinking about on Patreon, and again, I don't have one of those yet, but like someday, covering the tone it up lore, not because that really has anything to do with my personal brand, except for the fact that I am fascinated by like the tone it up Karina and Katrina breakup. And I just want to I want an excuse to really nerd out and like dig in about that, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I'm like halfway through this workout this morning and I'm in this halter top from a workout brand that was gifted to me like a couple years ago when my first like hot girls on TikTok, why do I look stupid at the gym video blew up. And I'm in downward dog doing this tone it up hula booty sun salutation workout or whatever. And my boobs are like falling out. Like my nipples are falling out of this halter top, this workout halter top. It's like Bridgerton. Like they're like hiked up to my chin to the point where my nipples are basically exposed in down dog. And every time I thought we were surely done with down dog for the workout, Katrina's like, and we're going to go back into down dog. And I'm like, bitch, if you tell me to go into down dog one more time, I'm going to lose it. So between my Gabriette makeup that did not automatically turn me into Gabriette and my nipples that were falling out during my workout because of my stupid workout top, I was in a bad fucking mood. Which brings me to the second most important thing in the world, which is that I don't like my workout clothes. It's hard to say out loud. But here's the thing, and this is an unlikable problem. Someone's going to leave me a 1-star review, and that's fine. There are times in my life where I am blessed enough, we're going to start with that, blessed enough to receive free things, okay? But, mind you, I don't really get to pick those free things. Things are just sent to me. And, the brands don't know that I have, 34 double D titties. So they'll send me a cute little schmatty top thinking this is cute, and it is, but the functionality isn't what I need it to be for these giant titties. Or like I'll get leggings, but they're too long because my inseam is like 29 inches because I'm a shawty. I'm only 5'3" and I have short legs and a long torso. So it's like I realized I had all these workout clothes that I'd gotten for free. And a lot of them, because of my build, not because it was a bad product, not because I don't love the brand, but because of my build, I would put these workout clothes on and just get annoyed because they weren't quite doing what I needed them to do, or they didn't quite fit me in the way I wanted them to fit me. And I think I said this before. I just wrote about it on my Substack, but I recently realized that the reason I feel like I have nothing to wear is because it took me up until right here, right now, this moment, like within the last week to realize that my life now is primarily like 90% going on walks, going to Orange Theory, working from home. So I want to have outfits that allow me to do all those things. So as much as I want to have clothes for going to dinner, I go to dinner like once in a blue moon. I need outfits for my life. So this has incentivized me to get some new workout clothes. With what money? Good question. I don't fucking know. In this economy, I don't know. But I was a little manic yesterday and I went on PacSun and Athleta, and they were both having sales, and I ordered some stuff, so I'll report back. But I just want to feel like a woman who has my shit together. I just want to feel like my boobs don't fall out during a workout. I want to feel like I can pull up my socks over my leggings without the leggings like scrunching under the socks because my leggings are too long. And I just want to feel like I have my shit together. And I don't know that I ever will, but new clothes are a good way to pretend that you have your shit together, or at least to like LARP as someone who has their shit together. You know what I mean? So yeah, all this to say, not feeling that hot today. I'm also on my period. Are we synced? Who's synced with me? DM me and let me know. Are we synced? Not aspirational girlies. Another thing that's not aspirational was last week I was struck ill. I was violently ill. You guys, this was fucking crazy. And I will try not to be too graphic because everyone has different tolerances with that stuff. But it was Wednesday night. I'd gone to Orange Theory. I was feeling good. I was like, I'm a little tired today, but I'm going to go, show up. I literally make a TikTok in my car being like, you guys, done is better than perfect. Am I right, girlies? Done is better than perfect. Something is better than nothing. I went to the gym when I didn't want to. And was it my best workout? No, but I showed up. I get home. I'm making dinner, shrimp tacos with a pineapple salsa. Sounds nice, doesn't it? About halfway through cooking, I go, I start getting these stabbing pains in my abdominal region. I'm going, like when Tyler Henry is like doing the scribbles when he does a reading and he goes, interesting. That was me with my stomach pains. Before I know it, these cramps are so bad, I'm sitting on my kitchen floor waiting for the shrimp to cook. And I'm like, my stomach really hurts, but the shrimp is done. And so I think I'll have a shrimp taco. And halfway through eating it, I'm like, I can't do this. This is me not being graphic, by the way. I go, eh. And when I don't want to eat, we got a problem because I love eating. It's my raison d'etre. And before I know it, it's coming out of both ends. And I had the most violent stomach cramps of my life. And Wednesday night was, I'm not kidding, probably top 5 worst nights of my life. I couldn't sleep. It's bad when you are going to the bathroom so much that at a certain point you just take a nap on the bathroom floor because you're sweaty and the bathroom floor feels cold and the toilet needs to be that much closer because you don't know what will happen next. It's undignified. You lose control of all your faculties and it's humiliating. So I was plagued. Really just Wednesday night was like the worst of it. But then Thursday, Friday, I just like slept all day. And then luckily by the weekend, I was like so back. But stay safe out there, friends. So I'm on my period, as I said, and Jake is pissing me the fuck off. And I feel so bad for this man because truly, he's just existing in space. He's just being his little golden retriever self. But in my mind, it's like, oh my God, you were in this room and now you're out of this room and you're back in this room again. You're shutting the door and you're opening the door and like you're looking for your sunglasses and like, ugh. And it's all such normal behavior. And it's just me being a demon because it's actually the period demon has descended upon me. And I have no patience for anything right now, especially not my husband. But oh my God. Anyways, I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to not be sick anymore. It really is wild having any sort of stomach bug like as an adult. And this is going to sound like I have a problem. But it's like when I vomit from drinking, which is my own fault. Like it doesn't take much in my 30s. Like I mix 2 things. I have 1 drink too many and it's like, I'm like a baby bird. And if I puke from drinking, it's like, that's on me. That's my fault. I chose chaos. I was reckless. But when you have a stomach bug, you're like, I didn't even do anything to deserve this. I'm being punished for what? For no reason. And there was a point where I was like, I feel like karmically, like I have a lot of good things going for me right now. Like, what? Why did this fate befall me? Anyways, I have shows coming up in LA now that I'm dabbling in stand-up. So if you're in the LA area, I want to let you know that March 23rd at 5 p.m. at Flappers Burbank, I'm doing a show. And on April 20th, that's Easter Sunday, but it's also 420 stoners out there. I wonder if I have any stoners in my demographic. I can think of two because I'm friends with them. But other than that, I'm like, do people who smoke weed listen to me? I don't know. I don't know. April 20th, I have a show at Haha Comedy Club. That's in North Hollywood. Ticket links are in the show notes. And if you're in the area, come through. The lineup's going to be pretty crazy. Okay, quick weekend recap. So I was totally fine by the weekend. I went to a St. Patrick's Day get-together on Saturday during the day at Jake's colleague's house. It was so fun. You know, I wrote about this in my Substack. I talk about it often. I think a lot of people turn 30 and just use it as an excuse to be boring. I probably say this once a week. If I were Miss America, this would be like my platform. So it was like so refreshing to go to like a St. Patrick's Day party where there were adults in their 30s and 40s laughing, day drinking, God forbid having a shot, having a nice time, giggling, listening to music, playing games, not taking themselves so fucking seriously. That was really nice. Then that night, I had my friend's birthday party at Jax's Studio City, and I would encourage you to head to my TikTok because Danny and I did a live taste test of Mama's beer cheese, and I got news for y'all. On the show, it had sort of a melted, runny, golden, velvety texture. The beer cheese at Jax's Studio City is like the kind you get in a store from a jug, like pimento cheese, and it's like they took it with an ice cream scoop and just like in a little dish. And then they serve it with a pretzel. And someone in the TikTok comments said that one time their pretzel at Jax's Studio City came with plastic still on it. So shows you how fresh the food is, all frozen all the time. I did see Jax at Jax's on Saturday night. So my friend's birthday party was happening out on the patio, and he came in all jaxed out. Like, I was like, who's that man who looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Oh, it's Jax. And he came in to get takeout from his restaurant and like walked through the party to like say hi to a bartender and then left with his takeout like all mysterious. And I'm like, he had to make such a scene out of getting takeout from his own restaurant. You know what I mean? But the party was really fun. It was fun just like meeting new people, being out, wearing a cute outfit, seeing my friends, celebrating my friend's birthday. That was super fun. And then Sunday, I had just a nice productive Sunday. I woke up, went to the gym, meal planned, organized my calendar for the week, went grocery shopping, did some meal prep, watched White Lotus, in bed by 9. A great weekend. These last 2 weekends have been stellar. And you know why? Because they've been a healthy balance of work and play. And back to my Miss America platform of us not being boring just because we're in our 30s. Please go to my Substack, Diet Coke Dreams, because the piece I wrote this week was about how just because we're in our 30s doesn't mean we all have to be fucking boring, basically. Like, just because college has been over for a long time doesn't mean our social lives had to end with it. And I think that is the key to being a happy person, is to going out into the world and meeting people. And I will say it every week. If it inspires you, if it influences you, get the fuck out of the house and go see people, okay? Even during the work week. Fuck, I have drinks with a friend tonight. It's Monday. Am I going to get blammoed? No, that's not the point. The point is I haven't seen this friend in a while, and I'm excited to kiki and catch up over a cocktail. So sue me. Life's too short. Okay, pop culture things, not a lot this week, but I will say there's a new Haim song called Relationships, and it's taken the internet by storm. The music video is a banger, and it's a song that makes me feel alive. And again, recession pop, hello. The shittier things are in the world, the better music gets. And Haim's Relationships is more proof of that. The summer music is summer musicking so hard. And I know it's only March, but I'm feeling so fucking good about spring and summer, especially with all this music. And I just can't wait to be in a halter top, like vibing at a bar to that song. I really can't wait. So just to recap, good summer songs so far. We have Relationships by Haim. Honorable mention to Give Me Mercy by The Weeknd. I heard that over the weekend. I really like that song. It's not new. I'm just old and I don't listen to top 20 Spotify playlists. So that's a good song. Sally, When the Wine Runs Out. We have so much good shit happening right now. Tate McRae's new album, Mayhem. It's going to be a good summer. We're putting that out into the universe. Last thing I'll say before we dive into your Wellness Check Wednesday questions is that I saw a TikTok that said that West Wilson from Summer House was in Chicago for St. Patrick's Day. And for those of you who don't know, St. Patrick's Day is one of the holiest days of the year in Chicago. There's a huge Irish population in Chicago. The whole city celebrates. Doesn't matter what the weather's doing. People go fucking feral for St. Patrick's Day. They dye the Chicago River green. Every bar is a fucking nightmare. Every brunch spot is a fucking nightmare. I know because I would always work brunch on St. Patrick's Day. I never actually got to celebrate it because I always worked in hospitality, which was a bummer. But I heard West Wilson was in Chicago for St. Patrick's Day, and I saw this TikTok of this girl doing a little river dance, clearly like drunk out with her friends on St. Patrick's Day. And she was like being funny. Like she wasn't like, bleh, bleh, like belligerent. Like she was being funny. And it was like, I asked West Wilson to dance with me. And he said no. And he was like, his back was to her up on this balcony, and he kept kind of like looking over at his shoulder. Like the sneak peeks you got of his face, it was only like 2 seconds, but I got this air of just like arrogance and like disgust at this girl who's just trying to like live, laugh, love, like on St. Patrick's Day in Chicago. And it pissed me off so fucking much because Chicago is what it is because it has the cool vibes of a city with the spirit of the Midwest. We are nice to each other. We make friends with each other. We take shots with each other. If you strike up a conversation with a stranger at a bar, it's not fucking weird. It's called you're in the Midwest and we're fucking friendly. And that's what we do. We want to do a shot with you. We want to make a joke with you. We want to dance with you. For West Wilson to fucking spit in the face of Chicago St. Patty's Day culture with that kind of egregious fuckboy asshole behavior, I'm seriously getting fired up right now. Who the fuck do you think you are, you leprechaun looking motherfucker? I'm so fucking serious. You would not last a fucking day in a Chicago dive bar. Chicago guys would beat your fucking ass. Okay? They'd beat your fucking ass. You're not welcome. We don't claim you. We don't want you. Yes, I live in LA, but I'm from Chicago. We don't fucking claim you, West Wilson. Thank you. Don't come again. Thank you. Drive through. I don't want to see you in Chicago ever again with your fucking center-parted loser hair. You're not invited. If you can't have fun with a stranger in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day, I don't fuck with you. I know you're a bad person. Period. As if we didn't already know because of the way he treated Sierra, but still. And then there were all these people in the comments who, in my opinion, were not passing the vibe check. They were like, he doesn't owe you a dance. It's weird that you asked him. It's weird that you're filming him. Guess what, sweetie? West Wilson doesn't make money unless people tune into his reality show. I'm sorry. It's not like he's fucking Sam Rockwell. He's not some Oscar-winning actor. He's a fuckboy on a reality show. He should only be so lucky that people recognize him and want to give him the time of day, especially given the shit he's pulled on that show. Give me a fucking break. And if that girl's listening, I would have danced with you. And any cool person would have danced with you. And I'm sorry that West Wilson continues to be such a fucking flop. Such a fucking flop. All right, moving on. Okay, Wellness Check Wednesday, y'all. Let's get into it. This week's name theme is Roni Housewives. So let's get right into it. Dorinda wrote in, new job. There's a cliquey queen I have to dominate. Ooh, there always fucking is, isn't there? There always fucking is a cliquey queen who's like, I'm the queen of this losery microcosm. Look at me go. I'm not saying your job is losery. I'm saying it's losery of people to be, as an adult, not a high schooler, as an adult, that lit up on being the queen bee of a workplace. It's giving you don't get out much. It's giving you don't have a lot going on outside of work. And I think about this sometimes because I used to work at this restaurant in Chicago where there were definitely like cool kids at that restaurant, and I wanted them to like me so bad. I did some really crazy shit at that job and I alienated everyone. But I remember there was this one girl at the job who was gorgeous, like supermodel gorgeous, so fucking nice to everyone. Every guy was in love with her. Every girl wanted to be her friend. And she was so nice to everybody. And she did not get caught up in the work drama at all. Everyone would be like, we're going out after work. Are you coming? She's like, no, I have something going on. She would go home. She would go to bed. She would go to the gym. She really just like had her shit together. She was like in her early 20s and she had her shit together and she had a life outside of that job. And I, to this day, I'm like, what a fucking baddie. She didn't get swept up in the drama at work. She just said, I got my own shit going on. So as far as this cliquey queen goes, I just want to remind you that that is what is going on. This is an insecure person who needs to feel like the cool girl at her job to feel something, to feel a sense of confidence and self-worth, which is really sad. Like, I feel bad for her. I pity her. And as far as dominating her, I would say kill her with kindness, which sounds very cliche, but it's like, what else are you supposed to do? You have to keep it professional. You have to keep it cute. But one of my favorite things to do if someone's being a bitch to you is, especially if it's like in a group of people, if they say something that's kind of like, I don't know, like underhandedly rude, be like, what did you say? And they'll be like, huh? Sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say? Because they fucking know they said something rude and they never want to repeat it. And then they're like, oh, well, because people like that get off on the fact that no one's going to step to them and no one's going to push back. And there is a chic, professional way to push back and say, sorry, what was that? So that she knows that she can't fuck with you anymore. You just got to assert yourself and don't go out of your way to be super nice to her. Like, keep it cute, keep it professional. Morning. But do not waste your time trying to get this girl to like you, because you don't deserve to be around people who make you feel shitty about yourself. And focus on just doing a really great job, because it will drive her crazy. The more confident you are in your position, the more your boss likes you. Like, it's going to drive her nuts. So kill her with kindness. And when in doubt, ask her to repeat herself. Thank you so much for your input, Marcy. I really appreciate it. Just smile. That's what I do also to like straight guys when they're annoying me. I'll be like, no way, that's crazy. And like, you have to be just nice enough that they can't say that you were being a bitch. You have to be just nice enough that they can't be like, she was talking down to me. What are you talking about? I was just asking a question. Just smile. And if it sounds insufferable, it's because it kind of is. But like, we're not dealing with normal people. We're dealing with assholes. So there have to be tactics. There have to be strategies. And being nice is the best strategy out there. Not ass kissing, but being nice. Good morning, Marcy. And you have a good one, okay? Thank you so much. Take care. Take care is a good one, too. Take care, Marcy. Thank you so much. See you, girl. And then one day you'll probably be at like a work holiday party like a year from now. And Marcy's going to be like, you know, I heard something so funny, Dorinda. I fucking hated you when you started. I hated. No way, Marcy. That's crazy. I did, but you're actually really cool. There's always some bitch, I tell you, like 6 months into a job that's like, I hated you at first. And I'm like, no way, you don't say. And you're just like, I knew you hated me. And here we are. And it's like, maybe I hate you now, Marcy, but you'll never know. You'll never know. Moving right along, Cindy wrote in, I'm tired because I'm fat, but I'm fat because I'm tired. Help. Been there. Feeling bad about your body is exhausting. And there's nothing wrong with being fat. There's nothing wrong with being in a bigger body, but the way you're wording it makes me feel like you're maybe not into it. So here's the thing that I learned in the last few years. An object in motion stays in motion. I used to be like, I don't have time for this because I'm too busy. I don't have time for this because I have too much going on. And then whenever I would have downtime, I wouldn't get anything done because you have like all this time to procrastinate. So I always find I'm more tired when I have less shit going on. And when I stay busy, I get less tired. So my advice to you would be sign up for some sort of workout class, whether it's like ClassPass or, you know me, I love Orange Theory. You do have to find coaches that you like because not all Orange Theories are created equal. I will say that. But I like the community aspect of it. Maybe have a workout buddy. Like, I think tying workouts to social plans can be a good way to like get into the groove. But like, to this day, I don't have like an open gym membership. Like, I need the threat of a cancellation fee to keep me accountable. So I'm an Orange Theory girl through and through. And then the days that I'm not there, I will plan out my week on my Google Calendar and I will go on YouTube and find a different like 5 to 20 minute workout for any day that I'm not at Orange Theory. And I get up first thing in the morning and I will knock it out. It could literally be like a 5-minute ab circuit or like a 12-minute bar video, whatever. And I will put it on my Google Calendar and link to the workout in the description in my Google Calendar. So first thing in the morning, I just click that workout. It's already ready to go and I'll knock it out first thing in the morning. And even though I have to get up earlier to do those things, it really does help me just like get the day going. So I will say the more you make movement a practice in a way that is not a punishment, nothing is sustainable if it's a punishment, okay? But the more you think of it as, I will feel more energized and productive if I give myself this little gift of like my me time first thing in the morning of this short little workout circuit, you will start feeling better and the energy will come. I promise. Yes, there's a learning curve to like getting up a little bit earlier, but I think if you just knock it out first thing in the morning, whether it's getting a walking pad and doing 20 minutes of walking, doing a short little workout, getting up a little bit earlier and doing a little bit of movement is going to kickstart your energy for the day. And then if you're fucking tired by 8 o'clock, great. Early bedtime, let's fucking go. So I think working smarter, not harder. Another thing as far as just like having energy and eating things that like will energize you throughout the day. I started doing this thing where on Sunday I'll sit down and I'll plan all my meals before I go grocery shopping. So I'll be like, okay, I'm having like these 2 things for lunches during the work week. I'm having these dinners. These are my 2 snack options. These are my 2 dessert options. Then I'll go grocery shopping and I write all those things down and I put it on my fridge with a magnet, like a little menu. So it's like, that way, when I go to eat, I'm like, oh, what? I'm hungry for a snack. Yeah, I prepped those protein muffins and I can just reach in and grab them. It's like sometimes I feel like I forget what's in my fridge. So having everything written down and all the meals planned and knowing I have all the things needed for those things on that little menu has made it so easy to eat healthy in a way that just feels like it's a no-brainer. It's easy. The food is tasty. I feel energized. So it like all just kind of fits into this like energy-giving self-care based lifestyle. And again, nothing is a punishment. You are not a bad person for being tired. You're not a bad person for feeling fat. You're not a bad person for being just kind of blah right now. It's the winter, okay? But there are small changes you can make a little bit at a time for yourself to feel better. And ultimately, it's what makes you feel good. That's all that fucking matters. All that fucking matters. So I would say adding in those little healthy habits one at a time, slowly, slow and steady wins the race. You will start feeling an increase in energy. You're going to feel better. And also it's like, it's not even about like physical changes for me when I first started prioritizing, movement and wellness, if you will, wellness, which that word can get very scary. So, take it with a grain of salt. But when I started prioritizing my own self-care, let's put it that way, with movement and food, I didn't even like feel different in my body right away, but I mentally felt so much better because I knew that I was giving myself that gift of like investing in myself that way and being like, I deserve to feel energized. I deserve to feel confident. So just like the reframe of it's a gift to yourself, it's not a punishment to yourself has been the best thing for me as far as keeping it sustainable, keeping it cute, and making it like an enjoyable lifestyle as opposed to like, you cannot beat yourself up into loving your body. You can't beat yourself up into healthier habits. It needs to come from this place of abundance and like, I just want to fucking feel hot and good and I want to vibe. And guess what? Saturday, I drank all fucking day and I had pizza. And this morning, I had some yogurt and I did my little booty tone it up videos. So like every day is not the same. Life's too short, but you got to be confident. You got to be happy. And I hope that's helpful. Okay. Luann wrote in, you have the best eyebrows in the biz. What's the secret? Kayla Aesthetics in Los Angeles. Period. I plug her all the time. Kayla's a really good friend of mine, but she does my facials and she does my eyebrows. And also thank you, by the way. Thank you so much. The eyebrows have been a journey, but she really like just does them in a way that like snatches my face. So if you're ever in the LA area, Kayla Aesthetics for a facial, for eyebrows, for all the bells and whistles, treat yourself. Kristen wrote in, I'm invited to a very bougie Maine wedding in August. What do I wear? LA Rex? Okay, I would probably check out Dish because Dish has really beautiful linen designs and very minimalistic, chic silhouettes. And it's a lot of like black and white on their site, like very neutral. But I just think like a black linen dress for a summer wedding, even with like a pop of color on your shoes, is so cute. Or like a pop of color with your earrings or your bag. That's probably what I would do because Maine is like pretty nautical. So I would do some sort of nautical fabric like linen, something that's going to be breathable and not too hot. big like maxi dress, just something that's really comfy that you can dance in. And then I would pull my hair back into like a sleek bun so that it's out of your face because it's going to be hot. Maybe it might be a little humid. You don't want to deal with it being hot when you're dancing, and you want to get it off your face. And then do like a fun statement earring, a straw bag. And then depending on like if it's a beach wedding or if it's like in a backyard, I might do like flats or like a chic pair of sandals in like a neutral or a fun color, because you don't want your heel like sinking in the sand or the grass and you want to be comfy. So that's what I would do. I would head to Dish. That is DISSH. And yeah, I hope that's helpful. There are other brands like you do like Rent the Runway or stuff like that. There are other brands, I'm sure, but what I like about Dish is that their pieces are simple enough that it's a dress you could buy that you're not going to be like, okay, I wore that to that one wedding and I have nothing else to wear it to ever again. Like Dish stuff, I got one of their dresses for my bachelorette last year, but it's like I wore that shit all summer long. You could wear it to a date. You could wear it to a night out. You could dress it down with some sneakers. Like, I just think their stuff's very versatile. And when it comes to wedding guest clothing shopping, I always just want to get stuff that's going to give me a bigger bang for my buck that I can wear more than once. So check out Dish. Kelly wrote, my hair is falling out because I took a GLP-1 and I feel like I'm being punished for being vain. Okay, I'm so sorry. That's really hard. And hair loss for women is such a thing and really challenging. And I felt like I was being punished when I was puking and shitting at the same time last week. So I not completely, but kind of understand that feeling of like, why is the world out to get me? There is nothing wrong with taking a GLP-1, period. I think we need to stop the stigma. I think weight loss is tough. I think everyone's bodies are different. I think everyone's genetics are different. And there is nothing wrong with taking a GLP-1. So remove that shame, okay? The hair loss as a side effect really fucking sucks. I don't know much about hair loss, so all of this advice might be incredibly misguided, and I'm sorry. I know there's things like Nutrafol that you can take to sort of help with hair growth, but that aside, there is nothing wrong with being vain. As someone who literally built a TikTok platform on being like, I want to be hot, but I don't feel hot. Tell me how to be hot. Like, as a Leo, hotness is one of my favorite things in this world, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel hot. So this hair loss is, I'm sure, a shitty side effect of the meds, but like, it is not a punishment. You are not a bad person for taking GLP-1. You're not a bad person for wanting to feel good about yourself. That is completely human and normal, and it's what we all fucking deserve, yourself included. So I hope that your doctor can offer some sort of healthy solution for the hair loss, but just like give yourself a hug and be very gentle on yourself, because there's nothing wrong with being vain. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be hot. I think we should all feel hot all the time, especially going into summer. So I hope that this gets resolved soon. I'll be thinking of you. And yeah, I don't know that was the best advice, because what the fuck do I know? I'm not a doctor, but I'm here for you. Our last question, Sonia wrote in, why do men say they want a second date and then ghost? Why? Sonia, babe, your guess is as good as fucking mine. And hello, this is my other Miss America platform. This is going to get me West Wilson fired up, okay? Because men like to say that women are crazy. We're so fucking crazy. Ha ha ha, we're crazy, emotional and crazy. And then they pull this shit. And it's like, I'm not crazy. I'm having an emotional response to the fact that you're saying one thing and doing another. Your behavior is gaslighting me. And I know we shouldn't be using the term gaslight just willy-nilly. But I think it's fucking weird to say, oh my God, I can't wait for a second date, and then to never talk to you again. That is weirdo ass behavior. That is, you need to go outside and touch grass because clearly you don't know how to talk to people or be a human being. It's a weird thing to do. So I understand your frustration, Sonia. It's very, very annoying. I don't really have the answer, but what I will say is that the right guy will not do that. Your guy is not going to do that. When it is your person, when you meet your guy, it is going to be shockingly easy. He'll be like, hey, I'd like to take you to dinner this week. I'll text you tomorrow. Tomorrow will come. You will get a text. Hi, still up for dinner? I'm thinking What nights are good for you? Oh, Thursday. Okay, cool. Thursday night, I'm thinking this place at 7. Does that work for you? Great. I'll see you then. And it'll be that fucking easy. And if you go on the date and it's good, he'll say, hey, that was really nice. I'll call you in the next couple of days. I'd love to see you again. Next couple of days, he'll call you. Hey, I'd love to see you again. It's that easy. When a guy is into it, when he's stable, when he's a normal adult who's worked through his fucking mommy and daddy issues, these things will not be confusing. There will be no guessing games on your part. He will just call you on the phone and do the shit that he says he's going to do. So if this guy is ghosting you, I know it's painful. I know it's frustrating. I know it's hurtful. I know you might be rewinding the tape in your head over and over, being like, what the fuck changed? Who is she? Maybe he's gay. What did I say? Was I too into it? But he started it. I was just following his lead. What the fuck? What did I get my vagina waxed for? What's the point? But just know, if this is how he's acting, he's a little West Wilson bitch, and he's not your guy, and you deserve better. And if he's ghosting you, instead of why did this happen to me? Let's do a little reframe. Let's try. I know it's easier said than done. So let yourself be annoyed and upset, of course. But let's try to get to a point where it's like, thank you so much, sir, for showing me your whole ass this early on, for not wasting my time, and for giving me the gorgeous opportunity to cut myself loose so that I can go out and meet a better option who's going to follow through on what he says he's going to do and give me 50 orgasms in a night and fucking blow my mind. Amen. Amen. And also amen. Wow, y'all. That was fun. That was fun. Once again, we finished an episode where I have no idea what the fuck I just said, have no idea what the fuck I just did. I blacked out. And in case you're wondering, I do still, in fact, feel ugly. But that's neither here nor there. Thank you all so much for listening. If you are loving the show, I'm serious. Please, it would mean so much to me if you head to Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and a review, send it to a friend, share it on your stories. Even though I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I just said, I am really proud of the show. I think the vibes are really good. I mean, I know I'm biased, but I'm just having a great time doing this show and connecting with you all. So leave a review, share it with a friend, hit me up if you're liking it. I would love to hear from you. Follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown, HANNAHAARON, BROWN. That's Aaron spelled like a boy. Hannah Aaron Brown on YouTube, Substack, Instagram, TikTok. Also, if you ever want to be featured on a future Wellness Check Wednesday, I will sometimes ask on Instagram, but you can also email me at notaspirationalpod@gmail.com. All of this is in the show notes for you. Thank you so much for writing in. Thank you so much for listening. I love y'all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.